weighing in Fights and Films.
Hi, welcome to Weighing In Fights and Films. I'm Jenny Rose. I'm here with my cousin and co-host,
Brett the Threat, and we are going to weigh in on episode 2 of this season's The Ultimate Fighter. I think it's called
Eat the Souls or something?
Eat Some Souls.
Yeah.
First it was Redemption, now it's Eat Some Souls. Last season was...
Track played at Hot Topic, apparently.
Yeah. Last episode it was a bro episode. What's up, bro? Yo,
bro.
Yo, bro. This episode is baby. Yeah, baby, you got it, baby. All right, baby, we're gonna do this, baby.
Yeah. This is the second episode. They only had one fight in this episode.
Yeah, but well, this one's only an hour. I think the opening season was 2 or 90 minutes or something like that.
2 hours for one fight. Oh, God. An hour for one fight. There was still too much of the drama shit going on between Dillashaw and Cody Bryant. By the end, because, I mean, they are still bickering back and forth. Like, you know, 2 old ladies fighting over the seat at bingo.
Yeah, I mean, this whole backstory of, like, the teams and the split off, and I don't realize that's how they sell pay-per-view points, but it's like, we've heard so much of it.
Yeah.
It's all over, like, every, like, MMA thing on YouTube, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like...
I know that's like the big, that's kind of the big thing, like why these two were chosen as coaches, and I know that's kind of the shtick for the season, but it's not that catchy, and it seriously is like he said, she said. And
aside from the fights, the best part of the episode is when the fighters give their actual story, when they're talking to the camera and saying, you know, this is what happened to me, I took these losses going in, and this is what happened on the last season, you know what I mean?
The backstory of what happened between their time on the show and up to this point, like...
Right, the real life stuff.
The character arc.
Yeah, character arc. But that's the stuff that they give when they're leading up to, like, the actual, like, UFC events, you know, like the main event fighters, and they'll do that with, like, the Road to the Octagon stuff, because that stuff is the compelling stuff. You know, the thrown in fluff with the, you left the team and you betrayed us and all that stuff.
The other problem with all of this fluff is that they're swearing so much, it's beep, 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 beep. I'm not here to lip read.
Eddie the Truck Gordon is fighting, and he's fighting
the Candyman.
Tom the Candyman. He took a job as a Candyman, which I thought was a cool little backstory.
No, he had that one. It was something, he said he was a cheap startup. Yeah.
It's a cheap startup, and any dumb fighter can do it, and then he gives a smile. I'm like, this guy's funny. I like this guy.
We're quoting him on that.
And Tom, seriously, wax. You gotta wax. You're on TV, man. You gotta wax that off, man.
Yeah,
seriously.
Jane Goodall's gonna start coming to study you.
Look at you. That's a good one.
Get sarcastic when I'm getting ready for a fight.
Keeping up with the theme of this season, everyone's crying again. Everyone's crying. Tom was crying, giving his confession.
And then people that weren't fighting were crying. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, when they're in, like, the losers' locker room, like, the people who didn't even fight were like, hey, man, no, we got a chance to do this right now.
Well, calling them the losers is kind of a bully term. The non-winner.
The non-winner.
This is the age where we have to know everybody gets an award non-winner.
And the non-winner is.
Yes, exactly.
But really, why were they crying? It wasn't their fight, you know what I mean? It's like...
I don't know, and it was the new guy that came in, like, that was brought in to replace the guy that couldn't make weight. Yeah,
and it was just like, okay, now this is your team, but you've just met each other, like, a couple of days ago, so I don't see where that, like, that camaraderie actually comes from.
Yeah, these guys are supposed to be like the rebels, you know, not all of them are rebels, but some of them are kind of like the one that went on a rampage. Next to me. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that one does look pretty cool.
I kind of can't wait to hear what his character arc is going to be. This could be an interesting tale.
And we also have to bring up the TUF talk. After
spoiler alert, TUF talk, thanks.
Yeah, really, why would you run a promo before the ending of the show that we don't even know who won the fight yet, and you got Tom sitting on the couch all dressed up and they're interviewing Tom and not the other fighter, so you know he already won.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, just give it away. Thanks, that's great.
Fox, turn your fucking commercials down.
Yeah, we got our volume here and then the commercials go way up to here.
Yeah, like 10 times as loud. I mean... I'm gonna get complaints from my neighbors over these commercials. They're gonna be so sick of hearing about Cialis.
The fight was actually pretty good. I liked it.
It was okay.
They had a game plan and it went exactly according to it.
For Dillashaw.
Right. That's what I like to see. You know, when you calculate something and it works out. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean he took a few hits, and Dillashaw was rightly worried about that aspect of how this fight went. Because other fighters down the pike might take advantage of that. But then, like, The truck, you were saying a lot of people don't know about my wrestling skills and everything. Well, where were they? That's why no one knows.
Well, he had the wrestling skills, just not the jujitsu skills. Come on.
Not.
He went for the foot instead of when he was getting the rear
tried
naked
to
choke.
peel the legs off instead of putting his plucks in. And you can kind of work with the legs, but I mean, I would prefer to do that if I was already like on the ground where my legs could have some help.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got the guy on you is using 4 weapons. And you got 2, because you're standing on 2 of your weapons.
So you agree that he should always go for the hands?
He should have been in the pluck there. He should have been working on that because it was just sinking in tighter and tighter as he was futzing around with the feet. Yeah, so then it eventually got under the chin, and he fell because he was practically passing out.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go out.
That's a lot of energy expenditure to he's. I mean, a lot of parents, you're a parent, get tired carrying your kid on your back, I imagine, Now imagine a full-grown man on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's probably itchy with all that hair.
Wax, Tom, wax. Seriously, you gotta wax. Don Fry did it. You can do it too.
That should be like some bet, like when he loses his next fight.
Yeah, he's got to wax.
He's got to wax. He's got to do the 40-year-old virgin scene.
Yeah, that'd be a good scene for the show.
Yeah.
So how would you weigh in on this episode?
I weighed in on this episode I weighed in on the first episode at a 3, and I would say this was on par with the first episode. So I guess I'm gonna go with a 3 again.
I want to go with a 3.5, simply because there was less of that drama that they had in the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was obviously a lot longer episode, so you had to sit through more of it. But the less they do of that, the better, in my opinion.
It's getting old. I mean, yeah.
I think that's why last episode was like the lowest rated episode of the entire show.
Well, and then not only that, this is like a conflict that has been known out there.
Right.
So it's not anything newsworthy, news-breaking. It's not anything recent.
I think we're just tired of the reality TV drama.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Like I said before, I usually just fast forward to the fights. Yeah. But I do like it when they talk to the camera and give their story. So I'm really just kind of stick to that.
I enjoy seeing like the practice stuff and the training that they're doing. And I know they're showing.
Not bad either.
I know they're showing. Now, I'm assuming they're showing like the fluff training. They're not going to give away everything on camera. I wouldn't assume they are.
I don't know, because the other side doesn't see that until it airs.
Doesn't matter. I still wouldn't want it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for future people going back.
Right.
Maybe I'm paranoid.
And I like TJ Gillisaw as a fighter. He's one of my favorites actually, but he's just, in terms of verbal sparring, he's just not a champion.
No. His skills are in the
and Cody's isn't either, come to think of it, you know what I mean?
No, but he's more aggressive with it,
Yeah, and I think that's why they threw Faber back in there.
I felt like I was watching 2 brothers that needed the mom or dad to come in and say, okay, break it up or no one's going to Legoland.
Alright, so that's how we weigh in on the episode 2 for the new season of The Ultimate Fighter, Team Garbrandt versus Dillashaw. Don't forget to support her MMA fight career by clicking the link below to buy her merchandise. And you have a fight coming up?
May 20th.
May 20th.
Yes. And then you can also support this YouTube channel, Weighing in Fights and Films, by clicking on the link below. We have merchandise. And also like, comment, and subscribe. We read them all and enjoy the conversations that get started. There's been some good ones lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the insults too, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, no. We welcome haters.
I was like, hey, we're getting insults. Our channel's growing.
Yeah, I know. We're like, hey, haters, we're moving up in the world. Well, then the couple of the comments, though, I'm looking at them going, they need to rewatch what we said. Either that or they're responding to what someone else said. I'm not certain because they didn't do it in an order. So I don't know who they're responding to, but whatever.
All right, I'm going to go get a drink with my wife.
You do that. You have the babysitter.
Yes.
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. I got to go.